Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So there's this hair oil that's going viral on TikTok right now called Amla Oil. And some of the creators who I have seen who use Amla Oil have beautiful hair, so naturally I wanted to give it a try.
Welcome to the Hennasooq channel. My name is Khadija and today we're doing a reaction video about Dabur Amla Oil. Because not all Amla oils are created equally, and that includes all hair oils. So let's see what her experience was, and let me give you my expert advice about Amla oil and how important it is to use organic Amla oil. Let's get into it.
So here is the oil in question. This is Dabur Amla Oil. It's supposed to strengthen your hair as well as make it grow faster, and apparently it even darkens your hair if you use it enough over time. So according to birdie.com, anyone with a dry or damaged hair will benefit from Amla oil, especially those with an oily scalp with dry and brittle hair. It comes from the fruit of the Amla plant, aka Indian gooseberry, and according to my viewers, it is a staple in India for hair care.
Yes. Amla is a staple in Ayurvedic hair care. There are different kind of Amla though, fruit. Did you guys know that? There are different ones. There's the one that has all the little seeds in it, and then there's the Amla that has the single seed. There's definitely a huge difference between those two. The Amla oil that we're looking for hair growth will have a single seed. The one with multiple seeds inside usually is for eating.
As well as in the Middle East. Oh, and it also has amazing reviews on Amazon, which is another thing that just really made me want to try it.
There are so many different ways that you can use Amla oil, and I'll get into that. So stay tuned, keep watching, because I'm going to tell you how you can use it according to what your hair needs. It's not only about dry, brittle hair. Like, what happens if your hair is really healthy and like flourishing? Like, do you have to be in a state of despair and need and dryness and crackly, crunchy hair situation? No, actually, you don't need to be in a situation of despair when it comes to your hair just to use Amla oil. There are so many great ways to maintain the overall health of your hair, which we're gonna get into.
So I ordered Amla oil from Amazon, and this is what the packaging looks like. The oil itself is green, which I did not expect, and there's actually green dye in the ingredients.
Yes, green dye, which you do not have any use for. These extra additives and these extra dyes are like really unnecessary ingredients. You know, when we go to get our Amla oil, we go right to where they make Ayurvedic hair oils specifically, because we really just want to keep the ingredients simple. We don't need perfumes, and we don't need dyes, and we don't need just all this extra. You just need to extract the oil from the Amla fruit, which you know that Amla fruit that actually does not have its own natural oil. It has to be macerated and, you know, just mashed all up and soaked to get the benefits into the oil you soak it into, which is going to be sesame seed oil. That's the Hennasooq brand. That's what we use because it works really good on your hair. It has amazing benefits overall. Why does it have to be green? I don't know. That's a really good question. Why does Amla oil have to be green?
I don't know why that's there. To start out, I poured 1/3 cup of Amla oil into a jar to put onto my hair. The oil is thick. It is like really, really thick. So I made sure to brush out my hair before applying all of this oil in it, just to make sure that my hair wasn't tangled so that I could evenly spread around this thick oil.
Shout out to her cute tattoo on her back. Super cute.
I also waited until I was on about day 3 hair, right before I was gonna wash it, to use Amla oil.
Which is great because you may need to wash it out. If your hair is on the oily side, and anyone's hair type actually, if you're going to be doing like an overnight oil treatment or a deep soaking with the oil for like an hour or two, you definitely probably gonna wash it out. But if your hair is on the drier side though, you may want to leave some of that in your hair. So it really depends. That's just one way that you can use it. Let's see how she did. I don't know. I know what she's about to say though. Watch, look.
And then I continued to apply it all over my hair and scalp, section by section. And this oil smells so strong. So to me, it smells like an extremely musty perfume. And the smell itself isn't even that bad. It's just the strength of the smell. It made me nauseous and I am feeling sick just thinking about it.
And I know I've heard that we do bend over backwards for beauty, but you don't have to bend over backwards for Amla. You do not. Amla itself, have you ever smelled the powder? It smells like sweet tamarinds. Tamarinds are so good. If you've ever eaten tamarinds in a dish, and that's what Amla smells like naturally. That powder is so like, I think, oh, here we go. I have some right here. Why does the Amla oil have to turn into something so strong and musty? And you know, just had a client actually, literally in the last few days, email us and tell us that they think that our Amla oil is not authentic because it doesn't have that musty, strong, however you want to describe it, scent, because they're not used to like a really good Amla oil that is like based in a sesame seed oil base, which will help your hair grow even more and moisturize, and it's just a great base to have in a hair oil that's for Amla. Unfortunately, a lot of people have experience with, this type of Amla oil, and it kind of gives you the impression that Amla oil is supposed to be like that. It's not.
The oil was actually very easy to apply into my hair. It was just the smell that was really bothering me.
Oh, I can't help seeing her poor face. I feel so bad. I'm glad she gave it a shot though. You definitely, because it's a great conversation to have. A lot of people don't know that there are alternatives, and that goes for all Ayurvedic hair care, all the herbs that you can use on your hair. You really aren't really saving a whole lot when you have to deal with something making you feel sick, taking forever to wash out because it's not finely sifted. The benefits that what you're paying for just are overall better, when you get higher quality, Ayurvedic products.
So I continued applying the oil in my hair, and after a while I realized that I was having a lot of hair falling out. I am experiencing postpartum hair loss right now, so it definitely could be because of that, but it also could be because of the long list of ingredients in this oil. I left the Amla oil in my hair for 1 hour.
I feel so sad. She's just not happy. I will make a note that you definitely have to see the other videos that we have about Amla. Amla powder is more potent and more concentrated because it's the whole fruit that's been dried, and you can definitely get more benefits out of the powder for mass and from promoting hair growth. So definitely make sure the powder is in your regimen as well as the oil for balancing out that moisture.
So after an hour, I washed it out in the shower using this anti-residue shampoo. And normally I would just use my regular Moroccan oil shampoo, but because the oil smelled so strong, I knew that I needed something more heavy duty to rinse all of this out. So I also used a scalp massager because, again, I wanted to get as much of the Amla oil out of my hair as possible.
And some of you, again, as I mentioned earlier, there are many different ways to use it. This is one of the ways that you can use it. I like that sometimes if you can leave a small amount or make sure that you don't get rid of all the oil, unless your hair is very, very oily, overnight probably is the best treatment to really get at least a lot more benefits, or an hour or two with a heat cap. But definitely if your hair's on the drier side or normal, if you can leave it in as well, you could definitely do that, or you can add it to any of your Ayurvedic hair care recipes.
And to finish up with my hair in the shower, I just use conditioner, which I use the Moroccan Oil Hydration Conditioner before I rinsed it out. And now I'm gonna show you guys my results from using Amla oil. Warning, I am legitimately shocked from these results. So here's what my hair looked like after rinsing everything out and after using my Dry Bar Double Shot Blow Dryer. My hair was so smooth and shiny, shinier than any oil or any DIY treatment that I have ever used before, even more than aloe vera, more than rice water, more than coconut oil. So after trying Amla oil, I decided to do some more research on it. I found that one of the main ingredients in Amla oil is mineral oil. According to naturallycurly.com, mineral oil works by forming a film that covers your hair shaft and prevents the passage of water from either direction, keeping your hair moisturized while taming frizz and preventing breakage. And it needs to be removed slightly / rinsed off with a surfactant containing shampoo because it is hydrophobic. So it makes sense that my hair didn't really feel that oily after I used the Neutrogena anti-residue shampoo, because that was pretty much the only way that it was going to get rinsed out of my hair. So I found another source on pros.com that states that you should never use mineral oil on your hair because it can cause a lot of buildup, which can then make your hair stiff and brittle. Now, having said all of that, at first I was thinking, okay, maybe I should not have used this because there's mineral oil in it, but I concluded that just using it once with mineral oil is fine as long as I was using like a clarifying shampoo after, which I was. So at this point I decided I just needed to try straight up Amla for 2 reasons. First of all, the smell of Amla oil is way too strong and also can't be good for your hair. And then the second reason is because I think my hair looked so good after using Amla oil because of the mineral oil and not because of the Amla itself, just based on what I read about mineral oil. So I ordered this bag of Amla powder from Amazon, and this is just straight up Amla, no added ingredients. I once again applied this to day 3 hair. Side note, this is what day 3 hair looked like after using Amla oil. I actually don't think it looks any more oily than it usually does, so I do think the anti-residue shampoo fully rinsed it out. I decided to prepare the Amla oil by mixing it with water.
Those ingredients, it's too much. Like that, you have to again take all these extra steps to just use Amla oil when you can use something, won't lead to all these other reactions the way that mineral oil will, because yeah, some of these things make your hair look nice, in the moment, but long term. And she did talk about a few other oils that she has used. Oils are great for the hair. They usually need to be applied onto damp hair strands, but sometimes you still need conditioner. You still need a water-based leave-in conditioner. Coconut oil for a lot of people acts as a sealant. Aloe vera alone may not be enough. Oils, sit on the hair. You definitely sometimes need to put that conditioner first or condition afterwards after using an oil to lock everything in. So it really depends on your hair. You definitely have to try both of those methods to see what works best for you.
When I first mixed it, it created this paste, which I thought would be easy to blend through my hair. But as I was applying it, I realized that it was actually super grainy.
Yeah, Amla powder is super grainy, guys. It requires a little bit of slip, maybe conditioner, something. It's not a leaf powder. Remember, we're dealing with this fruit here. These tiny little dried amla bits of fruit that are all dried up and grind to a very fine powder that is actually not fluffy like leaf powders are. It's a bit grainy. So if you put conditioner with it, it gives it a little bit more slip, or use cassia, fenugreek, aloe, anything that gives it a little bit more slip will be easier to apply.
And I'm not sure what I did wrong, if I did anything wrong, but I read online that you can mix it with water to create a paste to put on your hair. But for me, if anything, it felt more like a scalp scrub than like a paste or like a hair mask. But anyway, I finished putting the Amla paste on my hair. I blended it out and tried to just get it all over my hair as much as possible.
Yeah, and she probably needs more. I'm not sure how much she mixed. It didn't look like a lot. She has a lot of hair, so she probably uses at least 100 grams of Amla powder, some conditioner to give it some slip, and the water is really great too. You definitely use the water, is fine, but you need a bit more slip and or another Ayurvedic herb in the mix that will give you more slip.
I left it in for an hour just like I did with Amla oil, and then after an hour I rinsed it out in the shower with shampoo and conditioner. And this is how my hair turned out. So yes, my hair looks nice, but it doesn't really look any different from how it usually looks. So on the left is how my hair usually looks just with my regular hair care routine. And then on the right is how my hair looks with Amla powder. I don't see a huge difference. So in conclusion, I really think Dabor's Amla oil made my hair feel smooth, not from the Amla per se, but from the other ingredients in it like mineral mineral oil. Now, even though I didn't see any noticeable difference from Amla powder, that does not mean that it's not beneficial for your hair. It is possible that with repeated use, this would help your hair to look healthier and it would help your hair to grow. But if you are looking for a treatment to give you instantly sleek looking hair, straight up Amla is not it. And also, I would not recommend Amla oil because of all of the harsh ingredients.
Now, what we will recommend is a blissful combination of Amla powder, Amla oil that doesn't have mineral oil in it, and all that other those ingredients that are completely unnecessary. So Amla powder, you got the Amla oil, and you can definitely find a whole bunch of amazing recipes that not only are good for promoting hair growth, but also adding in the moisture in there. That way you get that balance and the best of both worlds. So you gotta check out our YouTube channel for all those amazing recipes. All you have to do is type in Amla in the search bar and boom, all the recipes are going to be right at your fingertips for you guys to try out.
Now, if you are someone who does not care what's in your hair product, if you don't care what it smells like, if you just want to use something for how it's going to make your hair look, then sure, this is a great oil to use. But because I feel like we are all concerned with the ingredients in our hair care products, I would not recommend this.
So I love that she reviewed it, gave it a shot, gave her honest opinion, and even tried Amla powder. I thought this was a great video and very informative and very honest. So it is really, really great. So please do check your ingredients because it definitely makes a difference, and make sure that you're using oils in the right way according to how it'll get your hair to respond the best, you know? So definitely, you know, either the LCO method or the LOC method. We're using liquid conditioner or oil, or liquid oil conditioner. So those are important to follow based on what your hair needs and what it's telling you. So just keep learning about your hair and discovering, you know, what your hair needs. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Again, it's Khadijah. I want you to subscribe to the Hennasooq channel, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.